Assalamu alaikum student. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is issue of share. Now before starting this chapter, let me explain. In the last chapter we have studied the different sources of finance of the company. Can we use to raise a fund, that is capital structure required by the company, and in that capital structure we have studied about own funds as well as borrowed fund. What is own fund? Own fund is made up of equity shares, preference shares and retained earning, and borrowed fund contains a debenture as well as bond, and different financial institutions are considered under the borrowed fund. In this chapter we are going to see how the company collect the share capital and the procedure of collecting the share capital. So before starting issue of share, we have to see classification of share capital, how the share capital is classified into different terms. Share capital refers to the capital made up of equity shares and preference shares. Usually in share capital the proportion of equity share is more than the preference share, because we have to collect capital from the share only. We are collecting the share capital from share by issuing equity share as well as equity share, and the proportion of equity share is more than the preference share. See, we will start with the example how the capital is classified. So very first we have to see the types of the share capital. Share capital is divided into many parts. Let's see. In the share capital, very first is authorized capital. Authorized capital is also known as nominal capital or the registered capital. Registered capital, which is registered in the register of the company or which is mentioned in the memorandum of association. Now authorized capital is divided into two parts, issued capital as well as unissued capital. How much capital we have issued to general public and how much is balance amount. ठीक है. After that, issued capital is subdivided into two parts, subscribed capital as well as unsubscribed capital. Subscribed capital, how much we have collected from the public as well as how much is pending amount. Now under subscribed capital we have two types, called up capital and uncalled up capital. Then called up capital has two types, paid up capital as well as call in arrears. One by one we will see what is authorized capital, what is issued capital, what is unissued capital, what will be the subscribed capital amount, and what will be the called up and call in arrears. We will see one by one. Very first we will start with authorized capital. Authorized capital is the maximum capital introduced by or authorized by memorandum of association that a company can raise by issuing a share. That means this capital amount we have to, company or businessman has to register or mention the amount in the memorandum of association. Memorandum of association is a primary document of the company, or it's a main document of the company. In that we have to record all the share capital of the company. It is also called registered capital, and it is mentioned in the capital clause of memorandum of association of company. Pays a stamp duty on the amount at the time of incorporation. When company get incorporation certificate, at that time company has to mention the capital amount in the capital clause of memorandum of association. So at the time they have to pay some stamp duty or for this registration process. So authorized capital is a registered capital which is mentioned in the capital clause of memorandum of association. Authorized capital is calculated considering the need of capital of the company at the present or as well as in future. That means company has to decide how much capital they require for the purpose of production activity as well as distribution activity. Authorized capital is also called as nominal capital, as usually company never issue the entire authorized capital. Authorized capital registered capital तो होता है, but it cannot issued fully to the general public. Only the part of capital is issued to the general public. So authorized capital is further divided into issued as well as unissued capital. That means some amount of capital is issued to general public and some amount is reserved as kept as a unissued. Now issued capital. Suppose authorized capital is 2000 share, so company is not issuing the whole 2000 share to the general public. So company will issue 1500, it means some part of capital to issued capital, and company will kept as a some capital amount as an unissued capital. It will be issued at the time of urgencies or the emergencies. Okay, so issued capital. What is issued capital? Shares that company is offering to public to buy. दैट मीन्स जो शेयर्स पब्लिक को इशू किए जाते हैं टू परचेज अ शेयर, दैट इज कॉल्ड issued capital. And what is issued capital? Capital not offered to public for purchasing the share. So these are the type of issued as well as unissued capital. Okay. Now, subscribed capital is a part of issued capital which has been subscribed or taken up by the investors. That means the shares which is issued by the company to the general public, and out of them, whichever the investors, whoever investors are interested to take a share, they will purchase the share. It's called a subscribed capital. That means the person who purchased that share which is issued by the company, that share is called the subscribed capital. The public may or may not subscribe the full entire. Suppose a company issued a 5,000 share. Out of 5,000, maybe the general public will purchase 3,000 shares. So 3,000 share will be the subscribed capital by the company, by the investors. The part of issued capital not subscribed by the investor is called unsubscribed capital. That means the remaining shares which is not purchased by the general public is called unsubscribed capital. The subscribed capital may be equal or less than the issued capital. Subscribed capital, sometime it will equal to the issued capital or sometime it will be less than the issued capital. In this example which I have gave you, that company issued 5,000 share. Out of 5,000, 3,000 shares were subscribed by the general public. So remaining 2,000 share is unsubscribed capital, and here the subscribed capital is less than the issued capital. I hope you will understood this concept, subscribed capital and unsubscribed capital. After that, subscribed capital is further divided into three part or the two part. We can say two part, called up capital and uncalled up capital. What is called up capital? At the time of issue, the full value of share is usually not demanded by the company. Further we will study how much amount we will collected at issuing the shares. So full value of share is not demanded by the company. So company collect the full value in installment as per the requirement of funds. Each installment is called a calls. Called up capital is a part of subscribed capital which a company has called or demanded to be paid by the shareholder. Actually what happened, at the time of issue, company will collect only a application amount. That means face value of share is divided into subtype, that is application amount, allotment amount, call amounts. So face value is divided into three types. The person who is purchasing the share, so they has to pay amount in installment like application money, call money, allotment money. So as and when the company needs a fund, as and when company demanded the funds, the shareholder has to pay their dues. Okay, so the balance capital which is not demanded from the shareholder is called uncalled capital. So what is called up capital? The company collects or demand the capital. Company demands a capital from the shareholder is called up capital. And what is uncalled up capital? Capital which is not demanded. Capital which is not demanded from the shareholder is called uncalled capital. And here one more capital is there, reserve capital. What is reserve capital? Reserve capital is a part of uncalled up capital. That means जो capital अभी तक called नहीं किया गया है, it's also called a reserve capital. A company can decide to keep as a part of uncalled capital to be called up at the time of winding up of company or the meet of financial requirement. That means in the case of emergency they will collect the uncalled capital. So uncalled capital is also called a reserve capital, which will be used at the time of emergencies. Okay, now further we will move on. Now the called up capital is further divided to two parts, paid up capital or call in arrears. What is paid up capital? The amount which is paid by the shareholders, to the company, as and when the company demanded, that amount is called paid up capital. And the amount which is not paid by the shareholder is called up. Amount is called up but not paid by the shareholder is called call in arrears or unpaid capital. So these are the steps or the types of classification of share capital. From this way company can collect the capital step by step. So we will see the one example. Through the example I hope you will understood the concept of classification of share capital. See the example, authorized capital or the nominal capital or registered capital. Here 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. Company decided their authorized capital will be 1 lakh equity share. That means company will issue 1 lakh equity shares to the general public and the amount or the face value of share is 10 rupees each. So total capital, authorized capital of company is 10 lakh. So now company will not issue this 10 lakh to the general public. So this authorized capital is divided into two parts, issued capital and unissued capital. See, issued capital, how much company issued? Out of 1 lakh share, company will issuing 40,000 equity share of rupees 10 each. So company will issued 4 lakh capital to the general public, and unissued capital is 60,000 equity shares of 10 each, that is 6 lakh rupees. So out of this issued capital, some 4 lakh equity share is issued to the general public. So it's not possible 4 lakh people collecting the shares or purchasing the shares. So sometimes the issued capital is less than the subscribed capital is less than the issued capital. So issued capital is subdivided into two parts, subscribed capital as well as unsubscribed capital. What is subscribed capital? How much shares actually general public has purchases. That means out of 40,000 shares, how much shares purchased by the general public. So here 30,000 equity shares of 10 each purchased by the general public. So subscribed capital is 3 lakh and unsubscribed capital is 1 lakh equity shares of 10 each, that is 1 lakh is unsubscribed, not purchased by the general public out of issued capital. Now see, subscribed capital is 3 lakh. Now subscribed capital, that means from general public we will collect the how much capital? 3 lakh only. We are collecting 3 lakh capital from general public. So these 3 lakh will be collected in the form of called up capital as well as uncalled up capital. So called up capital is 30,000 equity shares of 5 each. So how much we have collected from the public? 1,50,000. This is called up capital. This means person who is purchasing share, they are paying only 1,50,000. They are paying the how much shares of face value of share? Only 5 rupees of face value of share, and remaining 5 rupees of face value is called uncalled up. As and when the company requires a finance, they will collect the uncalled capital. Okay, so this is uncalled capital and paid up capital. Now after the paid up capital, so called up capital, what is called up capital? Company is called, that is company demanded rupees 5 out of 10. Face value of share is 10, and out of 10 rupees company is called only 5 rupees of share. So here how many shares we have issued? 30,000 was subscribed. Okay, 30,000 equity share, and how much company is demanded of 5 face value 5 rupees. So 30,000 equity shares into 5, so we will get 1,50,000. 1,50,000 is called up capital by the company. But from this called up capital, how much shareholders are paid and how much is arrear? That means how many shareholders are paid the amount and how many shareholders are has left to pay or unpaid the amount of share capital. So the person who paid the share capital amount is called paid up capital amount, and the person who doesn't pay the amount till yet is called call in arrears. That means company demanded, company called but not paid by the shareholder is called call in arrears. Now I hope you will understand what is the structure of capital. Authorized capital, then issued capital. Issued capital is further divided into subscribed capital and unsubscribed capital. Subscribed capital is divided into called up and uncalled up capital. Called up capital is divided into paid up capital as well as call in arrears. So here the main thing is how much capital is issued to public, how much is subscribed, how much is called, and how much is paid, and how much is call in arrears. This will help in also issue of shares and debenture chapter also in BK. Here we complete our classification of share capital. I hope you understand this concept of classification of share capital. In the next video, we will see methods of share issue of share, how many persons are involved, as well as what is the method to issue the share in the company. Now, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you understood. If you have any problems, you can come and contact with your respective teachers.